Live and direct from the planet of Queens, New York. Rodrigo Salazar, Elisa Tunda. Today we are sponsored by Snapple, Snapple NYC. Thank you, Snapple. It's very hot out. It's like 93 degrees in New York City. Wow. So thanks to Snapple for the hats. And,
Definitely.
yeah, definitely do need it. I'm going with the peach tea, love the stuff. Mango Madness, because he's such a crazy guy. Got calm down with Mango Madness. This stuff, again, thanks to Snapple NYC. Today we are talking about, talking about madness, talking about Brazil, Colombia. Now, Colombia. All right. So I have to say that as much as I want Colombia to win, I'm not going to say those words because I'm such a bundle of nerves. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say that Colombia will win this game. If it was any other country, I would say they have a really good chance. I would say that Brazil is not played up to par. I would say that if it wasn't for Neymar and Hulk doing some really great plays, and that's it. I mean, what has Brazil really shown? They haven't shown much in their home country. They haven't stepped up. These things I would say, if I wasn't, I guess, superstitious, if I wasn't Colombian, I would say these things. I'm not going to say these things because I'm trying to be calm about this. But we can fucking beat Brazil. Excuse my language, okay? So, again, I want to keep calm. Alice, go ahead.
Some analysts have said that Brazil will have an easier time with Colombia rather than Chile. Chile pressure is very high up the pitch, and we put one striker up front. But I don't really see it that way. I know Colombia is an attacking team. When they sit back, they usually kill two attackers up front.
Yeah.
And the speed that they have in the wings is incomparable with any other team.
Yeah.
I think from all the four clubs, four favorites that remain in this World Cup, out of the underdogs, Colombia has the best chance of progressing, even though they will be facing the favorite and the host country. If they don't need any impetus for this matchup, they can make history, make it to the semifinals for the first time in their World Cup.
Yep.
And also kick out the host, kick out Brazil.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge for Colombia. It's the 20th anniversary of the death of Andres Escobar, the defender who was shot in Colombia after he surrendered the own goal against the U.S. in '94 when the World Cup was held in the United States. So Colombians are a bundle of nerves right now because this can actually happen, and it's not like we're afraid, I think, of Brazil. We come to the pitch with swagger, which is great. I think we have the swagger that the '94 team lacked. Maybe the '94 team, in general, had maybe a better squad, pound for pound. That's debatable. But James Rodriguez, James, however you want to call yourself, please try James. Try James, not James. You're killing me with this, right? He is scoring some wonderful goals. You guys saw the goal he scored in the last game. He's all over the pitch. You see him. He's an attacking midfielder. He's on the wing. He's up front. You cannot keep this guy contained. Cuadrado is doing some wonderful work because he's not only a winger. He comes in and he knows what to do. And Jason, another one of our senseis, he mentioned something where there was a play where for the goal, he saw where they swung it back and forth, and then Cuadrado passed it back towards James, and James scored. And you saw James point at him like, yeah, that's what we were talking about. Like that's what we had planned. So they definitely have a game plan. And if any team can beat Brazil and send them home, but they're home already. It's Colombia right now. I would say they're the best performing team in the World Cup in terms of scoring goals, very good display on the pitch, and I don't think the last couple of games have gone to overtime, which has been happening with these team games. Great games, by the way. But me personally, I'm not going to predict the scoreline that Colombia wins. I'm not going to say that because again, I'm nervous. So I'm gonna say that Brazil's gonna take this 1-0. But if it were another match, for another game, if it wasn't Colombia, I would have to say that Colombia would win 1-0. Ellis.
Colombia had a very comfortable victory against Uruguay. Out of all the round of 16 matches, they cruised very thoroughly on their opponents. I do think that the pressure is on Brazil. We've seen this. I really don't know how to sort of look at Neymar's performance and persona after the game. What was that crying game about? Was he crying because he was relieved? Was he? It's really odd to see that range of emotions in a country that's supposed to go out there and win convincingly.
Yeah.
So I think a lot depends on Oscar. I wasn't truly.
He's not showing up
about his performance last game.
Yeah.
Now it'll be a matter of how Oscar, Neymar is always given the freedom to do, but also Hulk should take much more responsibility. We will see how that defensive pairing of Yepes, of an aging Yepes, which to me has been one of the best players in the Colombia squad, how he's able to battle it out with Hulk, and that creates the space that Neymar needs to pull the strings out.
Definitely. So what's your prediction?
Too close to call. Too close to call.
Okay.
I think it'll be another 120 minutes.
Wow. And if it goes to penalties, I don't know. I'm not even. We have a great keeper too, so you never know. Penalties, it's anybody's game, and as Hellas mentioned about celebrations and stuff like that, we talked about this with some other people when the U.S. defender scored and he had this celebration, like he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe
Brooks.
it. Like, Brooks. That you can't come to the game. You can't come to World Cup with that mentality. You scored. You scored in the World Cup. Let's go. Let's go for the next goal. Now, I can't believe I scored. No, dude. That's one of the problems the U.S. has. And we're going to talk about this in a later video, how well the U.S. performed, but what little tweaks need to happen for the U.S. to really, take it to the next level. But thanks for joining us on Soccer Senseis. Very nervous. Colombia, Brazil.